Perhaps then, through serious introspection, the rogue will realize his many faults and be at peace with the task we've given him.
Perhaps, Aegon said, though he wasn't so sure. Liam O'Connor and peace did not seem to mix. The man was hell-bent on winning Cora McLeod for himself. No matter how much he assured the angels he was trying to help Cora achieve her true destiny by marrying Finley Walsh. Aegon knew what desperation looked like in a man's eyes, and paired with determination, it could be a dangerous combination. Liam had both in abundance. I hope it works. He only has 2 months left to achieve his task.
Samael let out a huff. It has to work. We can't interfere with his free will, and this is the last thing I could think of to help steer him in the right direction. We've already agreed to some of the boosts he's asked for. Rudimentary computer knowledge, fair warning when we plan to visit. We've even made it so he'd no longer feel pain whenever he and Cora touch.
He gave Aegon a stern look.
That last one was only because you advocated so strongly on his behalf.
I think we can trust him to make the right decisions, Aegon said. I know he seems like a lost cause, but let us have faith that he will prevail.
Faith,
Samael said, as they watched the tall man disappear into the bar.
In a rogue. What could possibly go wrong?
1. Liam O'Connor wrapped his arm around Cora McLeod, shifting her body so she was exactly where he wanted her, flush against his.
No, don't overthink it. Just let it happen.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Cora's voice was like a whisper of silk against his skin. He closed his eyes, savoring the exquisite nearness of her. He'd waited lifetimes to hold her in his arms again. You can go now, Liam. Cora stuck her tongue between her teeth, squinted one eye, and aimed at the dartboard on the wall. I've got this. Liam stepped back, already missing her warmth and the sweet herbal scent of her hair. It had been several days since he'd learned he could touch her without that initial snap of pain, and he'd been elated the angels had granted him that. There weren't many reasons to like those two, but that was a big one. It was her friend Suzette Wilson's idea for them to all come to Rookie's, a sports bar near the Providence Falls University District. Suzette had insisted Cora and Liam needed to spend Saturday night doing something fun with normal people, and she wasn't wrong. They'd been wrapped up in police work ever since the murder of John Brady, a respected businessman in the community, who also happened to be the husband of Liam's ex-mistress. It had been a complicated month. And if it wasn't for the kind-hearted Cora and the well-meaning street kid Billy Mack intervening on his behalf, Liam might have lost his only chance at redemption. Now he had 2 months left to save his immortal soul. But he could focus on that tomorrow. Tonight, it was nice to get out and do something carefree.
You can do it, Cora,
a man's deep voice said from the bar. Liam hid his grimace with a swig of beer. Suzette had also taken it upon herself to invite the world's greatest bore, Finley Walsh. Unfortunately, Finn was Cora's destined soulmate, and as much as Liam hated the task the angels had given him, he had to somehow find a way to make Cora fall in love with the man. If he didn't succeed, well, best not to think about the alternative. Cora drew her hand back and let the dart fly. It missed the entire board by a good 18 inches, landing with a thunk against the wood-paneled wall. She gave a frustrated growl and stomped her foot, which made Liam smile. Cora was adorable. Standing before him in blue jeans, a fitted cream sweater, and heeled boots, the top of her head barely reached his chin. But she had enough feisty spirit to rival anyone. A blonde curl fell across her sun-kissed face, and Liam struggled with the urge to reach out and smooth it back. She had no idea how beautiful she was to him. No idea.